I want to talk quickly about some of the upgrades I've done on my 2024 Norco FSA2. I have just recently acquired a smoking deal on a set of used GX cranks. It came with the oval chainring, so I have been running an oval chainring with these cranks. Huge upgrade from the SX cranks that were on here. Massive weight savings here as well, and I really like the fact that I'm back on 170 mil length cranks. I was really missing this length on the cranks because the stock SX cranks, for some reason, I don't know why Norco would do this, but came stock with 175 mil cranks. The 175 mil cranks are dead. Come on, like, let's stop putting them on bikes. Even though this is an XL frame, whatever, they're dead. The other big, massive upgrade that was done through a warranty issue was the forks. So originally the bike came stock with Marzocchi Bomber Z2, 140 mils. And this fork now on here is a Fox 36 SL, 140 mil. I just kept the travel the same because that's what the bike is designed for. So that fork is the performance base model. So it does have the rebound and the compression adjust knob, and it's air, and that's what it's got going on for it. So huge upgrade from the Marzocchi. I hated that Marzocchi fork. It was good for the first few weeks that I had the bike, but then it developed bushing play. It went back for warranty. I got it back. It developed bushing play again. So then I'm like, okay, you know what? Something's got to give here. So that's what gave. The other thing that I've changed on this bike are the grips. I've been through 3 sets of grips on this bike. 3 sets in one season. Grips just fall apart. The last set of grips I had on here were the Deity knuckle dusters, and they just fell apart. They weren't even on the bike for 2 months, and they just like were falling apart, like the grip portion, like the rubberized portion. I got these Ergon grips, the factory ones that are slim. These are the slim version, and I am telling you, these are the best grips I've ever had. They are so good. At first I didn't know. I'll try them because they were on sale. I got them for like 25 bucks. And normally I would never run a slim grip, but man, I am telling you, these grips are phenomenal. The grippiness of the grip, which is what you want a grip for, is like the best grip I've ever felt on a grip. And I've had quite a few. I also just like the feel of them with the gloves. I don't know, there's something about it. Like this rubber is very manipulative, and it just, I don't know, when you're on it and you feel it, it kind of conforms and it moves with your hand, almost like it's one of those floating grips, but it's not. It's just, they're just really good. I'm really impressed with them. The other thing I've done here is a handlebar. I've been wanting a new handlebar because I've been just running that Norco proprietary bar. I thought I wanted a riser bar, but it turns out I don't. So the Norco proprietary bar was a 20-degree rise. This is a 25-degree rise, and it's a BergTech. It's a BergTech ride wide enduro bar. It's 800 mil wide, and it's a 35 mil clamp diameter. So I am running the same Norco proprietary stem with it, at least for now. That will change eventually in the future. But I got this bar used as well. Really good deal, because I traded a bar that didn't work for me for this bar. So it was a washout. So yeah, I really try and buy used components as much as I can when I make upgrades, because it just makes more financial sense in my mind. You buy a brand new component for your bike and you ride it the first time and you get a scratch on it, and you know it's not new anymore, but yeah, you're the original owner. But most of the time when you buy used components off someone, they're the original owner, and you can tell. Me, I know what to look for when I'm buying used parts. So especially with these cranks, this guy, you should have seen this guy's bike. It was at least 10,000, probably more. The next upgrade that I will be doing on this bike is swapping out the NX derailleur and the NX shifter. I will be putting a GX derailleur and shifter combination on this bike. This derailleur has that usual NX play, and the other day I was scrubbing gears and shifting all the way up to the first gear here, and it dropped behind the cassette into the spokes, and thankfully I wasn't moving very fast. I was scrubbing gears before I had to make a pretty technical climb and steep climb, so I wanted it in the first, and that's when it dropped back behind. And honestly, I've never had that happen before, ever, on any bike I've ever owned. So, and no, it's not the limit screw. I know enough to know that it's not the limit screw. It's the amount of play in this derailleur. My future upgrades will be, if not a whole rear wheel, because usually it makes more financial sense to go with the whole wheel as opposed to just a hub. But I need a different hub. I don't need it, but I'd like to have a different hub. As you can see, the engagement with this hub is absolutely terrible. I came from a 150 point of engagement hub to whatever this is, which is definitely not 150 points. And I just noticed it this year, and some of the places that we've ridden, I really would like to have a more higher engagement hub. And having ridden a super high engagement hub, I don't even think I need that. I would like something in between, like a 54 or 72 tooth engagement. I think that's a sweet spot for me anyway. This thing has got to go. So eventually this cassette will be changed to probably a GX or anything higher than an NX that I find used. The chain is an SX still, so that'll be swapped out to a GX chain. I don't need anything higher than a GX chain, that's for sure. And I will buy a new chain. That is something I'll buy new. This Trans X dropper post, it's slow, which they always are. These drop, but they're super reliable. This one has some play, but I did a little hack and put an extra bushing in there, so it doesn't have as much play as they usually do. So it doesn't make noise rattling down the trail, because I hate a noisy bike. I can't stand them. I also will probably change out the dropper lever. I don't think it's necessary to upgrade the dropper. I had this Trans X dropper post on my Trek Roscoe 6 when I had it, and honestly, there was really nothing wrong with it. It goes up, it goes down, it's just slow. It's just a bit slow, you know? So the lever is a Norco proprietary lever, and it just, you know, it feels cheap and plasticky. It still works though. It's pretty fluid, has good action. So really, honestly, it's like not high priority upgrades. I'm pretty happy with the brakes, to be honest with you. They're the TRP Slate 4-piston brakes. I've got ceramic pads in them now. And actually, I'm pretty happy with them. Thanks for watching.